Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. Sorry if I sound like I don't have that much energy. Just a little tired. Just a little tired. But anyways, I overall wanted to talk on. So I'm gonna be pretty much doing an episode based off of one of my YouTube channels. For those that don't know, I have a YouTube channel where I overall talk about the news going on in the YouTube world. And yeah, I think in today I'm gonna try to be as real as I possibly can with one particular situation. If I can't drag it on to 15 minutes long, then I'll try to find some other stuff to talk about. But I'll try to make it interesting and worth listening to. But anyways, so there's two social media influencers. One of you guys definitely have to know who they are. If not, then I'll explain it to them to you guys anyways. And then the other person is like kind of, I wouldn't necessarily say like underground. They're also well known, but not as known as this person. But anyways, so the first person I'm gonna be telling you guys about is Danielle Bregoli. Some of you guys might know her as Bhad Bhabie. The majority of you guys are gonna know her as the Catch Me Outside girl from the Dr. Phil show. So yeah, there was an episode of Dr. Phil where this, at the time being, I think she was like maybe 13 or 14. She went on the show, pretty much like put on an act, and yeah, she ended up getting really famous off of it. In fact, she has like millions of subscribers on YouTube. She's doing good with her music. It's one of those things where it's like, how, like it, and I don't know, like I just think that with all of the cringe and with all of the hate that that girl was facing, like how did she gain this much success? It's one of those things where I'm like, I don't understand it, but hey, whatever put money in that girl's pocket, like, cool, I guess. She seemed like a cool person, like compared to this, the next person I'll be telling y'all about. But yeah, there's a couple of times where, I kind of had like some respect for her and things. The Danielle Bregoli girl, there was, I know when X had passed away, she, you got to see who she truly was in a TMZ like interview or something like that. And that was like the one time where I like didn't see her as the cringy Catch Me Outside girl. And then like from then, I always just was all like, oh, this is like entertainment. Like this isn't who she really is. Like this is just, for entertainment purposes and stuff. So yeah, I'm like, if I know that making this amount of money and just by acting like some bratty kid on like Dr. Phil or whatever, like man, I wish I was like 13 14 years old. I definitely would have came up with a whole game plan and told mama. Well, I know I be seeing people like my age up on there. It trips me out when I see people my age up on there acting like that. I'm all like, okay, like that's why I say I wish I was like 13 14 years old, and then it would have made more sense. But anyways, I don't think people will believe me because they're all like, your mom looked like she doesn't play. So I don't know how you managed to pull that off where you can act wild and belligerent and crazy and all that stuff. Because I think some of the things that she did, I definitely would have been, I probably would have got adopted or maybe transferred to another home. I wouldn't have had the time to do some stuff like that. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to like involve my mom into it and things. But I feel like there's gonna be one thing where she's gonna bring me to the back and be like, hey, like what you were doing before, that's cool, but this little thing right now, you can't be doing that. I'm like, I forget this whole act and not slap you. Like, so that's why I'm like, stuff like that just couldn't work with me. So but anyways, and then the next person that I overall wanted to talk about was Woah Vicky. Now, some of you guys might know who she is. She's pretty much like a Danielle Bregoli knockoff. Danielle Bregoli came out first. Woah Vicky, even though Woah Vicky is older, but Danielle Bregoli, like her whole persona came out first. Like being I don't know. I can't really refer to her as ghetto because I don't think she's ghetto. I just think that it's an act. But like the ghetto white girl, Danielle Bregoli definitely put it on the map and things. It was kind of like gangster rap music if you think about it. Like she was just it's been around for a while, but she definitely put it on the map, and so that's why if you see any like hood rat or ghetto white girl acting the way that she does, then it's most likely because of Danielle Bregoli. And so anyways, short time afterwards, Woah Vicky, she ended up emerging into the spotlight. And yeah, she was pretty much like the, I don't know, Danielle Bregoli. I can't really place like where she is on the map, but Woah Vicky was like the southern version, I guess. Like if she came from like ATL or something, I don't know. But anyways, but both of these girls are like, you know, like no offense to white people, but they're like the most whitest people that you can possibly meet. Like they try to act like Danielle Bregoli doesn't really act that black and things. That's why I said like, you know, there was a moment where I did gain some respect for her and you got to see who she truly was, but it was due to the circumstances of someone passing away that was very beloved and, you know, the community, like the younger community and stuff, and that was the passing of XXX Tentacion. And so, but well, Vicky on the other hand, she's, you know, she's one of those people where I was like, Danielle Bregoli, it seemed like that she was more so trying to follow her dreams after her Dr. Phil, like, you know, situation and things. You know, she became a YouTuber, started making music, and she wasn't, you know, being all cringy online and stuff. So that's why I was like, oh, okay, you know, cool. Like, you know, she's, you know, out here doing her thing. But Woah Vicky, on the other hand, she's one of those people where she's pretty much just doing things to get posted by, like, because World Star Hip Hop, they have like an Instagram and TikTok and things, and usually like cringy videos of the day, like they make sure to post it. And I only think that Woah Vicky, she comes out with videos just to end up like on the World Star Hip Hop like social media accounts or something. So I don't, you know, I think Danielle Bregoli, she's a little bit more believable, but Woah Vicky, on the other hand, she's not that believable. And honorable mention to kind of like, you know, using it as an example like of Woah Vicky and stuff. There's this one girl, her name I think was Little Tay, I think. Hold on for a second, let me look it up. It was like this like 9-year-old, yeah, Little Tay. She might be like 12, 13 now, but anyways. Yeah, so there's this girl named Little Tay, and she was like 9 years old, but she was just as cringy as Danielle Bregoli and Woah Vicky. Like she was like a much more like, I wouldn't say like in the category as Danielle Bregoli, but in the category as Woah Vicky, but much more worse. Much more worse, because it was like it was a kid, and so they showed, I'm telling you, I was like, I don't know where these parents be at, because I know Woah Vicky, I think she, at the time being, she was like, she might have been like either on the verge of graduating from high school, or she might have already been graduated. I can't really remember when Woah Vicky started like emerging into the scene, but Woah Vicky, I think she might be like 19 or 20 now. I think she is. I don't know for sure, but age, she's 20 years old. Okay, so yeah, she kind of started emerging into the scene like maybe 3-4 years ago or something. But Little Tay, on the other hand, Little Tay, she was she was worse. That girl was like 9 years old, talking about how she's making more money than anybody, how she has all these cars and doing, and I was like, you're a child. Nobody knows you. Like, understand that. Nobody knows you, what you're doing. Like, most likely that stuff is your parents. But Little Tay ended up getting exposed on all of that. So it turns out, and it was messed up. So I was all like, you know, Little Tay, like, she was definitely, like, the victim of, you know, her older, like, people in her life and things using her. And I guess it was her brother that was using her and doing that just to get likes and things. And I was like, man, that's messed up. But yeah, he was putting her up to all these like cringy videos. Y'all should go like search up a compilation. You'll probably find it, Little Tay compilation. It's probably just gonna be some of the most worst videos you've ever seen from a child. But like, think of like think of that bad child that you seen like in Walmart or Target, like screaming and crying because they couldn't get that one toy. It's that, but like an internet version of it, but it's just 10 times worse. Like, the kid is like aware of what they're doing, so of course they're gonna put on a show and stuff. So anyways, but yeah, Little Tay, she ended up getting exposed for a lot of this stuff. And like, you know, like because I think there was a point in time where she was trying to say that she owns this car. That wasn't true. And then that was another thing, like, I guess, like, it was, a lot of this stuff, like, came from her mom. So it was like she would make these videos talking about how she's in these expensive houses, and her mom was like a realtor or something like that. She, was like out here selling houses and stuff. So yeah, the daughter would just, show up and do some like, where the daughter and the son would show up, do some quick Instagram videos, all like, oh yeah, I own this house mine, I make my money, I do this, that, just a bunch of dumb stuff that that like no other kid their age is going to care about. Like kids her age is out here trying to get like, an Xbox or a PlayStation, some video games. Kids, I'm telling you right now, when I was 9, like, yeah, you would think about like of a big house and a car and all that stuff, but you would think of that stuff for like, okay, when I'm older. But as a kid right now, what I'm going to be focused on is, PIMDAs and stuff, and freaking, yeah, the next video Call of Duty game that's going to be coming out and stuff. Speaking of that, I did pick up Cold War today, so expect some videos of that on my gaming channel, TMossBoss Gaming. Make sure you subscribe to it, but had to plug in my channel and things. But anyways, but no, back on Danielle Bregoli and Woah Vicky. So I just wanted to tell y'all, like, there are more out there, but anyways, but no, so Danielle Bregoli and Woah Vicky, they've been beefing. They've been beefing for some time now, and it then came to the point where it then led to blows. Them fighting. Like it's been one of those things where it's like, what's happening? What's going on? Like, you two are like, you guys should not be fighting. Not more so like, because violence is bad and it's not the answer, but it's just like, why are you guys fighting? Like, you guys, there's no reason for you guys to be fighting at all. There's no legitimate reason for you guys to be fighting at all. And I don't know how it all started, but it just seemed like one point in time when, like, I don't know, maybe people was comparing them and they just didn't like the comparison. But it just seemed like one day they just upped and out of nowhere just started beefing. And at the time it seemed funny and all, but now I'm just all like, why are y'all fighting? Like, there's no reason for you guys to be fighting. Like, not even on a violent situation where I'm like, like, I don't like violence. I could care less about violence. Although I don't, go out my way to watch fighting videos anymore. I remember I used to. I used to watch like a lot of like World Star hip hop fighting videos. But I remember there was a point in time when I had did watch this fighting video, and it talked on how this like little girl got killed, and so then I stopped watching fighting videos. I was just eliminated it out of my life and things, unless like if I know that that person is okay, then all right. But in World Star hip hop like fight compilations, like a lot of those people were just left there unconscious and you didn't really know. And World Star is known for posting like videos of people's like deaths and things, and so World Star can be a little graphic at times. That's why I don't really go on World Star anymore. But yeah, but I'm like, it was never like fights like that. It was just these two like screaming and being loud. And now when I think about it, I'm just like, yo, these videos wasn't entertaining at all. So I don't know if this is like a manager and manager thing where they trying to, work some things out. But I'm like, I just don't think that that's the way. Like and I feel like a part of me is just more so like, violence isn't the answer. But it's just like from these two, I'm like, it's dumb. It ain't like you guys are like the two best boxers in the world or the two best wrestlers in the world or the two best like UFC fighters in the world. You guys are like cringy social media influencers. There's nothing entertaining about you two fighting. Like, I will hope that other people understand that. Like, I guess if you follow these guys, then all right, but I don't follow them. Like I'll admit, I did listen to some of Danielle Bregoli's music. Her music is okay, it's good and stuff, but that was it. That was it. Anything else, I'm like, I don't really care for. I watched maybe a couple of her YouTube videos, but I'm not a subscriber. I'm not like a fan, And if I did subscribe, it was because, like how when I do most of my reaction videos, I subscribe to the channel. That had to have been the one and only time when I did subscribe to her channel. But I'm not checking her channel. Like, I'm not like a fan or something. So anyways, and with Woah Vicky, I'm like, I don't follow her on any social media platforms. I'm not subscribed to her YouTube channel. I'm not following her on YouTube or any other social media platform. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. I guess this is coming from somebody that's not really a fan. But even if I feel like if I was a fan, I still feel like it would be the same way. Like, you guys need to come up with something else. Because this ain't it. Like, I know y'all do music and stuff, but I'm like, this whole like, oh, we gotta fight. And the reason why I'm doing this is because there was a video that Woah Vicky had posted making fun of Danielle Bregoli. And I'm like, Woah Vicky, you're 20 years old. This girl is 17. You should not be worried about how her butt looks in a video. Excuse me. But anyways, yeah, so that was like the last thing that was being brought up between these two. So they're both I'm pretty sure y'all know the app TikTok. So on TikTok there's a feature where you can duet a video. So duet a video means that you get to record your video on the side of another video that's already been recorded. So just yeah, it's like two videos, but just like put together, side by side and things. But yours is like a newer version of that video that was already pre-recorded. So Danielle Bergoli had pre-recorded a video of herself. Like I don't know what she was trying to do. She was just, I guess, posing or something. But Woah Vicky had duetted the video and was all like, said some stuff like, oh, when you do a video but you don't have no butt to twerk or some dumb stuff like that. And was showing herself. And I'm like, Woah Vicky, I've seen you twerk and it doesn't. I've done like I did. So TikTok also has a thing where you can do these Stitch videos. And Stitch is pretty much like, the video plays out for the original video plays out for a little bit, but then afterwards, so it's kind of similar to a duet video, but your video, it's not side by side. It just plays like after a few seconds of that video has played out. And I'm like, well, Vicky, I've seen you twerk. Yours isn't any better. It's like none of you guys is like twerking. And I'm like, especially because I'm like, yeah, Danielle Bergoli, she's a child. The girl's 17 years old. So I'm like, why are you paying attention? You're 20. Why are you paying attention to somebody that's like a child? This girl's like getting ready to graduate high school or whatever age or whatever grade she's in or something. But I'm like, you should not be worried about her twerking. Like one more year and you're going to be in bars getting drunk and stuff. Like, I don't understand like why that's such a big of a deal or that's something to talk about. I'm like, that's like that hater mentality. Like when you go out of your way and you do some video like that, like no one cares. Nobody had asked for that video. And if anybody did, I'm like, that's just people just trying to kill your spirit and bring you out of character and stuff. Like, and to people like that where you want beef and drama to happen so much, like, eventually it has to be people have to let it go. It's not one of those things where it's like, oh, it got to keep dragging on and on and on forever. I could tell you guys right now, when beef just drags on and on and on forever, that can be time consuming for the content creator, and the actual real legitimate fans that subscribe to you for your other content is going to get tired of that stuff. So I'm like, I could tell you guys right now, when drama just drags on, it's dumb, it's stupid, and it doesn't even matter. Like, that's why I'm like, a lot of the drama that I was caught up in, I'm like, I wish it wouldn't have lasted as long. I wish that drama would have lasted like one day and that was it. But still people bring up stuff from like Just a Robot or Minnesota Boy or the Thomas Tank Engine. Like, I got into some dumb beefs and things, and I'm like, man, I wish I can go back in time and just kind of eliminate myself from that problem. Like, it was just one of those things where I'm like, I didn't need to be involved, but I did. So yeah, I just wish I didn't. So anyways, but yeah, I'm like, I don't understand. I'm like, Danielle Bergoli is doing her thing. Woah Vicky should be doing her thing. But I'm like, you're going out of your way to do some TikTok video and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. But no, shout out to Keemstar. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to do this episode. But yeah, I'm like, I don't understand. I'm like, I just think that, the whole YouTube drama and stuff, it should just come to an end at some point in time. Like, I think that with content creators, you guys should just overall be focused on providing content. And that's why you guys see me with like so much like content on YouTube, because I'm like, I try my hardest to stay away from drama, to stay away from beefing and problems and all of that. And there's been so many different types of videos I've seen where I'm like, I could have, did some stuff that I did back in the day and felt like I needed to make a video about it, but I don't. So that's why I'm like, when I see YouTubers beefing or caught up in drama or any of that stuff, I think on what I want to do with YouTube, and that's to overall be a content creator. Like, I'm not here for beefs, I'm not here for drama, I'm not here for any of that stuff. I think back of when I originally wanted to be on YouTube, and that's to only entertain people. That's it. So if you guys wonder why I have 25 YouTube channels or any of that other extra stuff that I be doing on the internet, it's because it entertain people. So when I be coming out with, you know, my own cringy TikTok videos, I wouldn't necessarily call my TikTok videos cringy. I have to say and it's, you know, I guess it is to overhype myself. I think my videos are some of the best videos on TikTok. Because, I mean, wait, like, my videos, I don't do any of those dancing videos. I don't do any, like, of the cringy challenges or any of that stuff. Like, I just do what I feel like doing. So I'm like, me, for the most part, I post, like, comedy skits or something, or, like, motivational stuff. I post something that's, like, I feel like the world needs, you know? So rather than, you know, oh, look at me doing the renegade dance or doing some other weird dance on TikTok. I never understood that either. I'm like, y'all, that ain't even real. I think I spoke on that before. I'm like, that's not real dancing. Y'all wanted to see some real dancing? There's a couple of content creators. There's like one guy, I follow him. I think his name is like Caleb Brown or something. His dancing, it's funny. It's one of those dances where I'm all like, you know, I would definitely do a collaboration video with him. But then there's like other people that actually, you know, like, you know, there's dancing. I'm not like trying to throw any shade to him. Like, he's dancing too. His dances are a lot better because he's involving his whole body. You know, he ain't moving his upper body and his legs are just getting no movement. I think I remember I started talking about that, and it seemed like right after that, that's when like TikTokers started doing like more dances with their legs and stuff. And I'm like, still, it's cringy. I'm like, now that I see that you guys involve your legs, I'm like, nah, it's still cringy. So I'm like, I can't watch these videos. But anyways, but no, back on the YouTube drama and beef and all of that stuff. I just think that it should just come to a point in time where that stuff just needs to end and it just needs to stop. Because I'm like, yo, it ain't gonna get you anywhere. It's gonna waste your time. So it's like, it's easy, you know, to do videos like that where you are beefing and starting drama with people and, you know, hiring a ghostwriter to do diss tracks, or you're writing a diss track yourself. But yeah, it's just, to me, I just think that it's, you know, a waste of time. Like, I don't really care for it. I remember I never forget when this guy, he did a 20-minute diss track on me. I don't even know if that video is still on YouTube. If it is, I will find a place to post it because I thought that was the dumbest thing ever. I don't even think that it will be up. No, It would have been a good video to react to because I'm like, I would love to react to that video today. Nope. Maybe if I type up TMossBoss Productions. Dang, man, it's not up anymore on YouTube. Yeah, I remember this guy. He did like a 20-minute long diss track video on me, and I was like, what? I'm like, that's how you feel, bro? I'm like, this is what you want to do? I'm like, all right. I guess so. But yeah, I'm not finding it. It's like, what is this? ASMR No Nut November Challenge. ASMR videos. I think that's what I should talk on next, is ASMR videos. I don't know. I don't feel the same way I do about like the beefing videos, ASMR videos. I think I'd rather do that than an beefing video. But yeah, that guy, I remember that. And it was crazy because he did that. He made that 20-minute diss track on me because I was beefing with the racist YouTuber at the time, Minnesota Boy. I'm pretty sure everybody knows of that famous beef that I was caught up in. But yeah, I was all like, I don't understand how you do some. But that guy, I think I seen, it was the guy that made that video. I remember him because his name was hold on for a second. I think it was nope, he must have taken down his channel, so he might not be subscribed to me. Oh, wait a second. Maybe if I go to channel. Oh, yeah, he is still on YouTube. Video Game Controller HD. Let's see if I go to his channel. No, I don't want to hear that. I'm trying to search. TMossBoss. Nothing. Tyler Moss. Nothing. Productions. Oh, maybe if I type up diss track. See if diss track. That ain't it. Because he was playing, I remember he was playing Grand Theft Auto. But he must have taken the video down. Yep, he must have taken that video down because I remember he did that video about me, and I was just all like, oh, this is some cringe right here. Yeah, I was like, that was some legitimate cringe. But yeah, I was really hoping he still posted that, or still had that video. I don't know if he's still subscribed to me anymore. Probably not, because I'm like, I don't think I'm really subscribe worthy, especially from a person like him, where it's like you go out your way and you're mad at a person because they don't agree with racism. That was like one of those beefs where I was like, this is stupid. But at the same time, it was funny because I'm like, you honestly think that you're going to win this beef between us? Like, sit down and think about it. You're posting racist videos towards white people, and I'm posting videos like anti-videos towards your videos. So I'm pretty much disagreeing with him on what he's saying. And you think that you're going to win this beef because you have a big subscriber count. Like, I don't have to worry about your subscriber count. YouTube is the one that's going to take your channel down. Like, so that's why I'm like, I just think that beefs that's obviously stupid and just dumb. Like, yeah, I'm like, and that's every beef that I've been into. It's always been just some dumb beef. It's always just been something stupid. I'm like, why are we beefing about this? Like, why are we making videos back and forth at each other about this? Like, understand, like, this you ain't gonna go nowhere with it. So, but anyways, Woah Vicky and Daniel Bergoli, back on them too. Y'all need to stop, because it ain't doing nothing for nobody. So anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed my episode. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on social media at TMossBoss, Twitter and Instagram. I'm mainly active on there. Check out my merch, check out my gaming channel, check out my main channel. What else? Yeah, a lot of content and stuff. But anyways, talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.